great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go here on Monday night. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. First and 10. Throwing to begin is Love. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. It's a gain of 34. Love to throw it on first down. Quickly to the outside and complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
Here we go, a good play action with Love. This one is caught by Jawan Johnson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions will take over at their own 15.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Slot man in motion right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught right side by the rookie wideout. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
And it'll be a pickup of 3, so third down forthcoming. He'll drop to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, You better be good on third down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Packers. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd. And even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Here's Seibert now for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he had pushed through one tackler, but is cracked up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Now for the 3rd time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Third and 9.
19, Tiger, 19.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Cowboy 80. Cup 19. Dragon 60. Go.
On 4th down, Love. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
And open downfield, it's Johnson. So we've played. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On play action, Love. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Love. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode. And
he will take it in himself. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. With that, he hits the 20 mark for touchdowns on the year. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Packers will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll look to throw. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock.
And he's in. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes Gibbs. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Powerful Rashawn Gary there in run support. Look him up on the 2nd down and 8.
Let's go. 18 left. 18 left.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
And 79 Broncos. Go.
He'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Let's go now. 7 pocket. Unlock line.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
And he's going to be taken down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not, and when he throws it, catch it.
Here's Jacobs. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Here now, second down and goal. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. One more time, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach fourth down by what they call on third down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on fourth. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on fourth down is leaning towards settling for 3.
The man in motion is Watson. They'll go for it. Love. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on fourth and goal. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Throwing now from the gun. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He's got it! And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Set it. Ready.
Here's Love to throw. That's caught by McCaffrey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. McCaffrey, 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
19 tight.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll go play action with Love. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He'll take a shot for Watson. That is caught. What a throw. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
These are the plays that when you look back, Mike, they ultimately decide the outcome of the game. There's no time left on the clock. All they're trying to do is take a shot into the end zone. You've got to get depth. You've got to have guys that can go up and high point and compete for the ball. And you've just got to knock this ball down and go into halftime.
All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches. That's for sure. As we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That's caught. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 47 yards. And the Lions first down.
Reload. Snap.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
18 Cardinal. Go.
Here's Gibbs. He slams it in there, and he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions are able to edge a bit closer. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now Love. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Packers 1st down, as this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on 4th down. They send a receiver in motion left. The throw is going to be caught, and it works to perfection. A double pass leading to a run into the end zone for a touchdown. Seibert out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop the throw. Throwing right. It's taken in. He'll be a little short of that 1st down. Tackled at about the 37-yard line. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Williams in motion. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. Off he goes. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper.
As hard as it is to have this conversation, at some point, someone on this sideline needs to say, is it better off for this young rookie to just remove him from the game, take a deep breath, and reset for next week? Because at this point, 5 interceptions in, you start being concerned that you're doing more harm than you are good.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And a nice defensive play. They're good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yardage. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Lions have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long... On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. A nice run there, bringing it down to the 2, and decision time. 4th and goal.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Accelerating toward midfield. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's McCaffrey. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
That is caught to the goal line and in. DeJuan Johnson. Touchdown, Packers. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Packers stretch things out even further. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. Oh, he coughs up the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is brought in. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions will get just a bit closer.
Lions 21.
And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On the handoff, McCaffrey has some room inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Green Bay. Here's Seibert now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers add on to their already sizable lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
18, right here. Let's go. 18, left, 18, left.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Back to the air one more time. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. The risk pays off to the tune of 16 yards.
First down, Detroit.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Now, faking the give. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Off play action. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On the ready.
1st and 10.
Go!
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. 3rd and long.
19 Lions.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's caught by McCaffrey. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15. Now whistles here, and a penalty. Somebody moved early up front. A give for McCaffrey running right. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
A 1-yard loss brings up 2nd and 16 at the 28-yard line.
So, it's a win for the Packers.